Stoking Daily got another fucking episode. He's high, spirit is fly. Cut me off a piece of that shish kebab pie. Yeah.
Aloha world. 안녕하세요. 저는 토킨입니다. 이거 토킨 데일리예요. 어서오세요. 오늘이 한국어로 공부해요. I've been studying Korean now for a while. I've been very happily engrossing myself in the Talk to Me in Korean curriculum. Now I'm still very much learning. 아직 배우고 있어요. I am still learning, but it's been a fun process. And the thing that I do love is that I did dedicate myself thoroughly. Like I got 2 different notebooks that I use for my studying process. I essentially got my quick notes, my jot it down as I'm listening to the lesson, and then I got my more serious notes where in this notebook, oh boy, I got all of my additional added things like these smaller post-it size, like these are folded in half. These are what I write in the morning because I do my lesson in the morning. And new vocabulary words that I come across, or just things that I need that extra little bit of a reminder of, I'll write on the blue slip here, put it in my pocket, and I take it to work. So that way, when I'm at work during the day, when I have those minutes where my brain would normally just be singing that same song over and over and over again, or I would be overthinking some part of my life to the point of ludicrosity. A word. So instead of doing all of that, I just pull up my daily vocab slip. I'll be like, today, ono, office, samushil, so on and so forth. So I've been loving it. And I guess I mentioned I study in the morning. I also study in the afternoon / evening, because what I've decided to do and what I've stuck with and what I actually quite like for my learning process is that I separate one lesson into 2 parts. I'll first start the lesson in the evening, evening / afternoon, anytime other than the early morning. That's when I will use my quick notepad. That's when I'll listen to the SoundCloud lesson from the Talk to Me in Korean curriculum. And like I said, I'll go through, I'll jot down my notes, and I'll get that initial familiarization in my head. I won't really dedicate myself to hardcore trying to memorize everything right then and there. It really is just that familiarization with the lesson. And then I call it a day with the audio file, with the quick notebook. And then next morning I wake up and I pull out the textbook. Da-dun, da-dun. And I pull out the workbook. So, well, the workbook then stays away for a quick second until after I'm done with the textbook and my formal notebook. So this is where I go through and I write down the words, my vocab, on the post-its. This is the post-it that I put on my computer, which is basically right in my line of sight when I'm sitting at my desk on my computer. So I have multiple. I have another post-it, which I also post up in my room at another spot where it just catches my eye. So I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is I am loving the whole process of learning a new language. I anticipated that it would be a difficult thing, so that's why I wanted to go into it with the mindset of, hey, I'm not taking this lightly. It's not going to just be that fad of a month or 2 that I start to kind of get into, and then I'm like, all right, enough of that. I've done that plenty in my life. I think all of us have, right? No, I did not want that to happen with this. With this, I really am dedicated to learning, because it's been a thing of the more that I learn, the more it becomes motivating to keep on learning, to learn more about the culture and to just to get to know everything that goes along with the language, aside from just literally the language. Which, you know, I guess summed up by the culture, the society. Anyways, I guess I can go ahead and wrap this up. I don't want to draw this out into being too long of a thing, but I did want to make some sort of a birthday episode. I'm fucking 40 years old, yo. Whoa. So happy birthday to any of y'all who might be sharing a birthday with me. Happy birthday to all of y'all whose birthday it isn't today. Just because today is not your birthday doesn't mean that I don't wish you a happy birthday. It just means I may be unable to personally wish you that happy birthday on that day. So I'm using this video to say happy birthday to everybody. Happy unbirthday, happy birthday, and cheers. That is about all I have for today. So goodbye, everybody. Oh, that hit, it got me. Annyeong. I shall see you again next time. Oh, and shout out to motherfucking Go Billy, one of my favorite teachers. Aside from the Talk to Me in Korean crew, Go Billy, who is an internet uploader, a YouTuber. He does what I consider excellent work in teaching the language, as does my other new favorite channel that unfortunately ran into an issue, COVID related. The Korean Englishmen, Josh and Ollie and crew. Cheers to all of them. Cheers to more peoples too. But if I start naming all of the names, it'll make this way too long. So goodbye, everybody. I'll see you next time. I know I already said that, but I said it again.